I have just received my ProMaster Chronicle tripod in the mail. I backed this project on Kickstarter a few months ago after watching a Becky and Chris review of this particular product because I too was looking for a tripod that had multiple different configurations so I don't have to bring or I don't have to store one of each. Like I didn't have to have one tripod that was light, one tripod that was heavy duty, one tripod that was a little bit more of a tabletop, and one monopod. So this in a carbon fiber material seems to have all those particular functions. And I wanted to give my first impression of this tripod as soon as I got it. When I look at gear that I want to invest in, I try to compare it to the closest, most popular comparable product. And for this price range, I backed this particular project up for $329. I'm assuming it will be at the higher $300 range once it's back on stock, either on the ProMaster site or if ever it comes on Amazon. So the Peak Design aluminum tripod comes out to $379. This has been out for a couple of years. So this, I'm assuming, will be in that particular range. So for the same price, you'll have a few more configurations as well as the carbon fiber material compared to the aluminum version, because the carbon fiber version of the Peak Design tripod is over $500. Quick and dirty specs, like folded, which is where you'll be carrying or storing these particular tripod most of the time. This is around 39 centimeters, which is around 15 inches. And the Chronicle folds down to 48 centimeters, which is around 19 inches, so like almost 2 feet. If you want something that's a lot more compact, you might need to consider the Peak Design. Max height, fully deployed for both. The Peak Design comes up to 152 centimeters, so that is 60 inches. And the Chronicle comes up to 150 centimeters, which is 59 inches. So even if the Peak Design looks smaller folded, the Peak Design extends a little further, a little taller than the Chronicle. For the diameter, this is what will fit into either the sides of your bag or if you have straps. Obviously, the Peak Design is a lot smaller. This is around 3¼ inches high, while the Chronicle one is around 3.5, 4 inches wide. To fully see in a practical way how your Chronicle tripod will hang on your person, I tried this out with my P&R McKinnon Everyday backpack as well as the camera pack, the bigger version. And yes, it is quite tall for the Everyday backpack version. It's a little bit better, more proportioned with the camera pack. But the Chronicle has a couple of configurations that is a lot more to my use. So before we get into what is unique into the Chronicle tripod, what does the Peak Design tripod, I would say the premier tripod for most photographers and videographers that I see on YouTube and in the wild, what does it have in common with the Chronicle? So they both have Arca Swiss compatible in terms of the mount. They both include the actual Arca Swiss tripod plate for your camera. They both have included tools so that you can adjust the leg tightness of your tripod as things loosen. Although the packaging of the Peak Design is a lot more sleek, like as you can see, like it's far, like the tool is far more integrated. They both have mounts for your camera phone. The Chronicle wins on that one because the phone holder is integrated into the bullhead, while on the Peak Design, you have to pull out the phone mount from the center column and attach it to the head. Both tripods have a flat mode where you unlock a particular section of the leg so that it can further spread out, and you can put it lower to the ground. The flat mode of Peak Design is a lot lower than the flat mode of the Chronicle, just because the Chronicle has a taller head. And they both come in their own bags and pouches included, which I don't use because I want my tripod to be in my camera bag or attached to the side of my camera bag. The reason why I got the ProMaster Chronicle tripod is because of its multiple configurations. So most notably is you can take out the center column and make it like a handheld rig, but also like a tabletop tripod. So they call this the flexor. ProMaster says that this is patent pending, but I love this particular format. I think I'm going to use this more often than actual full tripod. I might even just bring this, which will be a lot smaller of a footprint for your camera bag and smaller bag. But this is great. You can have a tabletop tripod. You can use this as handheld filming or vlogging. There's a screw here where you can take out this handle, but I actually like having a handle. So you have like more points of contact when you're filming. So I really, really love this feature. And it doesn't stop there. The bottom of the flexor mode can be pulled out. And one of the legs of this tripod, the one with the rubber grip that says ProMaster, can be screwed out. And then you can attach the ball head flexor here. And now you have a monopod. This way, you can immediately film the way that you want. If you want to be slick about it, you can just bring these two together. So you can have like a handheld tabletop tripod setup. But you can also take out the bottom of the leg and then attach your flexor base to one of the legs. And now you have a self-standing monopod for smaller cameras. This is perfect for my A6700, which I'm filming right now in my ZV-E10. But I can also unlock the base so you can adjust the angle and the tilt of this monopod. So I just love that I have all of these configurations for one tripod that is lighter than my existing tripods. I can use it as a handheld gig. I can make the footprint super small, but I can also bring everything and have the traditional function of a regular tripod with a handle, with a ball head, all for a relatively affordable price. A few things that I don't like though. I am not the biggest fan of the twist locking system. I prefer the snaps, the clamp lock, because it's just easier to know when it's loose so that you can release, or you can actually see that it's locked. So sometimes with this twist lock, it might not be super clear which one is loose or not. It's just a personal preference for me. And of course the price. And I did just mention that it is relatively affordable, but pushing $300, close to $400 is still quite a lot for some people. And although ProMaster is saying that these are patent pending features, there's a lot of other alternative tripods that can approximate all of these features. In my research for my tripod upgrade, I was looking at maybe upgrading from the aluminum to the carbon fiber version of the Peak Design, but that was just too expensive for me. And while I was on the search for a lighter feature pack tripod, I was looking at the Ulanzi F38 tripod. It also has a fluid head. It's also carbon fiber. That's only around $259. So I was looking at that before I saw the Becky and Chris video. I also considered the Small Rig 72-inch video tripod. So that also can be converted into a monopod. That's only $139. So those might be alternatives for this tripod. Although with the features that comes with it, that flexor mode was the one that really sold me to this kit. I will most likely carry this mode of the tripod a lot. Just one leg, ball head. I have small enough cameras where this tripod base will be enough to be self-standing. So yeah, I really do like it. The carbon fiber feels great. The rubber grips feel tactile. So as I use this tripod more, I will make sure to log my thoughts and then put it in a future video. So that's it for the ProMaster Chronicle tripod. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Let's continue this discussion of tripods. What is your favorite one? Are you also considering getting the ProMaster Chronicle? And I'll see you in the next video.